Well, we're back from our attempt at doing the trip today. Didn't quite make it. Got a little bit wet, a little bit cold. Kind of came back home halfway through the day, picked up some rain pants. It was really, really wet. And my boots leaked like crazy. So I'm going to have to silicone the soles on those things, I think. Anyways, so to give you guys an idea what like fits in the Tusk panniers here, this is a pretty light, to me, load, but to some obviously it can pack much lighter. I like to have some creature comforts while I'm out there. Camping, that is. If I'm just riding, obviously this whole thing comes off and we go with a lot lighter load. Anyways, yeah, so this is what I was packing in the Highland X2 today. So you have our toolkit, which I just tossed in the top bag there. It's not the most handy, but it's handy enough, and I don't really have a good spot for it otherwise. Got a camp chair, extra pair of socks, a camp table that folds up, all our cooking gear, jet boil, fuel. Got an MSR hubba, one-man tent, poles and everything. Poles go in the Tusk pole bag here. So allows you to keep that really, really compact. Like that's actually expanded from what it was earlier. That's usually riding in one of the side cases or side bags, I should say. We got there's an Alps Mountaineering, it's an extra tent footprint. I have one with that tent, but I bring an extra just to throw down, and also it works as a tarp, which is fantastic. Got our fluids, extra liter and a half of fuel, absolutely not to be used for starting campfires ever. Some medical whiskey for wound treatment, of course, and water for drinking, obviously. I also pack along this outdoor research. It's just like a light kind of mid-layer jacket. It's not water resistant or anything like that. I mean, it's like not waterproof, but it beads water and for a time. But it's really, really warm, nice insulation on it, good for around camp. And you can get it under the jacket as well. Some camp towels, just those microfiber quick dry ones. Pack like, I mean, yeah, they're kind of large that way, but like that's fuck all, really. Sleeping bag, got a pillow. Oh, there it goes. Anyways, yeah, it's an inflatable pillow with like a quilt top on it. We got a nice big Agnes Q-Core insulated sleeping pad, of course, the trusty machete, and some food. And that's basically all I would take with me, in addition to some zip-off pants, a couple pairs of underwear, and my normal kind of layered gear system, base, a merino wool mid-layer, and you know, either my that jacket or my Klein vest, I guess I should toss in there. There it is. That's a super awesome vest, by the way. It keeps you so warm, and your arms just generally don't get cold anyways. Keeps all that heat in the core. But yeah, that's like basically it. And then of course all your odds and ends, chargers and stuff in the tank bag there. But yeah, that all fits in, easily fits in the Highland X2 with the big duffel. I'm almost tempted to go with the mid duffel or whatever it's called, the medium duffel bag. Because yeah, this thing is nowhere near full. That being said, I think it's better to have a little bit too much storage underutilized than have, you know, too little and be, you know, starting to zap strap stuff to the Molly system on your other thing. I'm gonna pick up, I can't remember who makes them, but there's a smaller kind of water bottle holder that I'm gonna attach to the front here. Maybe just on one side, and then I'll balance it out with some weight somehow. But just being able to carry all my fuel, because I got two of those 1.5 liter cans of fuel. I'd like to take 3 liters. It's not necessary, but it'd also be nice just to have a bit more storage, utilize these Molly web areas on the front of the bags too. Obviously, we're adding more weight for creature comforts, but yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable lightweight camping pack, I would say. I mean, a lot of this is definitely extras, I would say. Camp table, I mean, a very nice to have thing, but it is exactly that, very nice to have. A camp chair, you know, you're somewhere where there's just not a picnic bench or something like that. That's like, I don't want to sit on the ground, especially if it's wet or something like that. You know, it's just, just creature comfort stuff. The cooking gear I could pare down quite a bit. There's a lot of kind of odds and ends in there, but I keep some cooking stuff and then like a few other camp kind of niceties in there as well. Also, that's my toiletries bag as well. So we got like, you know, shampoos and soaps and stuff in there as well. The sleeping pad, I mean, some people just be like, sleep on the ground. Well, yeah, or not. Why, you know, like this thing is literally like slightly larger than a friggin' Nalgene bottle. I mean, it's certainly bigger than nothing, but I mean, for the comfort that you get from having an insulated sleeping pad, like you're not going to be cold in your tent. This thing is going to keep you up off the ground. It's going to be fantastic when you're sleeping, and that's the biggest thing. If you're riding long distance and stuff like that, and you get to camp and you're bagged, I mean, like, what's the one thing that you need the most besides a beer? Friggin' a great sleep. So invest a little bit in good sleeping stuff, a good sleeping bag, a good friggin' sleeping pad, and a good tent. Make sure you're going to be dry and comfortable. Same with the pillow. I mean, like, these things take up, like, no room at all. Like, that's my hand on this pillow. And this thing inflates. It's got a quilted top on it. I mean, like, it's just things like that. I mean, like, yeah, you can pack light. You can pack lighter than this, certainly. You could bring a lot more than this, too. But yeah, that all fits easily in the Highland X2. This is my 22-day BDR pack as it stands right now. I'm probably going to add maybe some rudimentary water filtration stuff other than the tablets I'm currently carrying. Maybe one of the MSR Nalgene screw-ons or just Life Straw or two, just in case. And they're not big either. But yeah, that's basically it. All this stuff fits, no problem. All my clothes packed down, you know, incredibly small. One of those pairs of zip-off pants. Dry fast, turn them into shorts. You don't really need much more than that. A pair of just some really flimsy running shoes or something like that. You're good to go. You're not going to be looking pretty at any bars or anything like that you stop into. But, hey, we're not getting paid to be pretty. Anyways, folks, that's 7 minutes of me rambling about gear. But that's basically all I bring. Oh, yeah, and there's a tire kit underneath. I bring it. Okay, sorry. I will ramble longer. There's tubes and stuff and some tire stuff in here, as well as some extra rock straps. And under here we have the Tusk. It's supposed to be a fender tool kit, a fender like tire repair kit. If you've got a back rack, I'm filthy. The bike is filthy. I'm filthy too, but the bike is filthier. It actually just clips right into the slots on a rack, and you just open it this way. It's a bit inconvenient with the top thing on, but I mean, if you're stopping to do a tire change, it's F all to undo these straps for like 2 seconds and pull your stuff out of there, what you need. So you got tube, all your spoons, pump, everything, patch kits. I got tubeless patch kit for tubes, all the tools, everything in there, and 4 spoons and a manual pump. I'm going to invest in one of those really awesome, what are they called? The cycle pump things eventually here, but yeah, money's an issue at the moment. You got to save for some trips. Anyways, yeah. So there we go. That's basically everything that's on that bike. And you know, it looks like it looks bulky when it's on the bike. Honestly, you don't feel it. The added weight is basically nothing. I mean, like this is maybe 20 pounds of gear, maybe, plus the weight of the rack system, which is probably another, I don't even know. Go on the website and find out. Plus, they're going to be adding mud and water to that, so a little bit extra. But it's really like you won't even notice it. This is going to be very comfortable camping. We've got clothing for almost all conditions. Plus, we got our Climb Gore-Tex jacket, our Climb Dakar pants, which are mesh, or not mesh, but just non-waterproof, a little bit more breathable. And I just tossed some rain pants on top of them, and those things fold down into like the size of my fist. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, 10 minutes of me rambling. I tried to end it at 7. Now it's 9 minutes and 30 of it. Catch you later.